Hello, everyone, and welcome to another thrilling episode of Embers of Rage. I am your humble storyteller for these preceding evenings, but before we start, let's introduce all these fine folks we got here, starting off with Angie.
Hi, everybody. I'm Angie, they, them pronouns, and I will be playing Colibri Colimar, he, they pronouns.
Lovely, lovely. Next up, Cleric.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Cleric. I'll be playing Face. I'm use he and pronouns, and you know what? I'm just having a good time. I'm just having a good time.
Next time I should open on cleric waving to the audience. Let's see how that goes.
Just straight, just the
He's
giant.
having-
Just the yeah.
Hello, citizens. With that in mind, Fabian, you're actually up next.
Hey, what's up? My name's Fabs. I'm Sleepy. I play Trick, he, him.
Lovely, lovely. Next up is going to be Chris.
Cleric's still waving. Hello, I am Chris. They, she pronouns, and I am playing Aza Campos. Any pronouns because gender does not define this little baby boy. Still waving. You're also muted, other Chris.
There we go. We're starting off great. As I was saying, last but not least, Nick.
Oh shit! I forgot that I was okay. Hi everyone, I'm Nick. I pronouns he they. I played Jose T. Ortega. Pronouns he him, and I'm about to fuck shit up as per usual. My friends.
Lovely, lovely, lovely. Before we start, two things to keep in mind. First and foremost, in case you missed these bad boys, you can type in the chat !CW for the lovely content warnings for this bad boy. In particular, this AP contains fantasy violence, gun violence, gore, blood, familial struggles, body horror, fire, severe weather, romance, and references to sexual entanglements, monsters and monstrosities, presence of drug use, substance use, addiction, depictions of kidnapping and crime, and trauma. If none of this floats your boat, there is a plethora of wonderful content out there for you to enjoy. Also, you can help any of these lovely members here with typing !BH donate to give either $10 or I believe 1,000 bits for a reroll for one of these people to use because they need a lot because they suck at rolling. They're very unlucky, so they do need the help. Or you can give 2,000 bits or $20 for a flashback. It's helped one of them before in a quick bind, and it may help them again. With that all said and done, my wolves, are we ready for another lovely day?
If you ever talk to me like that again,
What are you
I'll
gonna do about it?
disconnect.
You
I'll,
gonna disconnect?
I'll cry. I'll cry
Do
on
it.
stream.
Do it.
Hmm?
I dare you.
That's Chris's kink. His crying.
Do it,
Apparently.
yeah. I'll enjoy it. Ooh,
Call it.
a slam dunk.
Call it.
I want to go. Start the flashback. Start the recap.
We're gonna do the recap. You know what? As your pleasure. With that in mind, blood of my blood. For the longest time, Isa believed themselves to be the only ones from their pack to survive an ill-fated storm that had brought hunters to their home. Still, this belief has been shattered after learning that some of its members from the same pack that somehow managed to make it out alive. And they have not only been trying to survive and pass themselves off as human, but also been working with David. He's his cousin. This revelation was due to the crew's recent travels across the border as the club intends to go on the offensive and has these capable wolves to learn what they can about the distribution of the Crimson Cartel's influence on the states, which can bring them so much more closer to their revenge. While it may seem simple from outside looking in, it is actually quite complex, as Ivy seems to be making a play for power within the club, while the club's new allies, the Federales, seems to have some wanting new influence on the board itself. A lot is at stake here. And the tables are turning, but the only question is, which side of the table will our wolves find themselves fighting on when all of this is done For now, we travel once again to the past. Not to any form of criminality, but we find ourselves roaming the halls of a college campus, where a most gruesome murder will occur. As we roam these halls, we find ourselves camera panning on a university campus as the sun begins to die down. Its halls as we go through, and lawns are full of students going to and from the last of their classes and finishing out another hard weekday. As the camera zooms in on the main library, it goes up the stairs very creepily, almost like a prey or predator chasing its prey, step by step. And among all of these crowded areas, we find ourselves in sort of the isolated sections where students come to be alone and to study. As we focus on a young colibri, trying to focus on their next big exam, as rain begins to pitter-patter on the glass. Colibri, what what is going on in your mind right now as you are trying to study as it begins to rain?
Um, Kolibri is suddenly thinking, oh shit, probably gonna get a lot busier in here since it's raining and people start streaming into areas of safety when it starts raining. Um, but aside from that, they're just focused on needing to get this A, on needing to make sure that they're not teetering on another failure in this class. And drinking water, making sure to stay as hydrated, as well fed as possible, but still feeling the jitters of the stress from this particular class.
All of that is in focus for you, but soon you hear a whisper in your ear, left side, low and faint, and you swear if you were not focusing, you would hear the sound of a wolf snarling as you just hear on your left side. You have to take a double take. Looking behind you, you don't see anything. And as it is primarily dark behind you, a hand slowly comes out without Colibri noticing, and soon startles you as it touches you on your back. You, slightly scared from that, snap yourself out of it as it is not anything dangerous, but rather kind of a colleague of yours, somebody you're kind of getting to know, Maria. Maria is, believe it or not, from Texas as well. You see that they're sort of short, like Mexican, sort of 5'6". You see beautiful black hair kind of waving down, kind of that very nerdy vibe in the sense of like still shoulders kind of rolled over, very much coming from the rain as they're sort of whipping off their stuff there and trying to just getting more comfortable and dried out as they kind of go, "Hey, are you good? You look like death."
Uh, sorry, I've been really busy studying. I scared me. You scared me a little bit there. Yeah.
Sorry. How long you been studying for?
What time is it?
You see, looks on the clock. It seems to be maybe like 8, maybe going on to 9. So you're kind of in that midish point. Yeah, it's been a while. I thought you would leave here by lunch.
Yeah, I guess I've been here all day. I think I got here around 8 a.m. this morning. Yeah. Wow. Time really flies when you're looking at numbers.
See, they kind of pick up the book, very much not looking at what you're doing. You do know that they are STEM, but it's very much in the sense of like you do numbers, I do like autonomy, like anatomy in that sense. So it's like
Yeah.
we are not the same. So like they're looking at it like it's just Egyptian or just very like hieroglyphics or just like I don't really get any of this. But closes the book. I was wondering if I could ask you a favor.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Well, one of the frats are having a party tonight, and well, that super cute boy from physics is going to be going there, and of course everyone else. But the thing is, everybody I kind of know is busy tonight, so I was wondering if you could be my plus one, kind of my wingman, if you will. I would owe you big time, and I think it's be a great thing for you to get out, party a little bit. You seem like you've been studying here. I think maybe go to a party it would be a good thing.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not. the
Please, I will buy you lunch for a week.
You
I
don't
know
have to
it
be-
sounds a little bit desperate, but I really need a plus one because I don't really feel comfortable walking around the campus since my ex. I think they, just
Yeah.
in case. I hope they're not there, but I could use somebody strong.
Oh, I look strong too. I'm bag of bones. But hey, if um yeah, sure. I'll go. I can't
Fantastic.
promise you I'll drink or anything. I'll stay coherent. I'll keep an eye on you. I don't know how I'd feel in that kind of
Yeah, no
situation.
problem, no problem. You see they immediately like packing up for you, very disorganized and just
Yeah,
tossing
no,
it in.
that
We gotta hurry
that
up
book
because
actually goes on that. Yeah, no,
it's
it-
fine. It's not like you were learning anything anyway, and they just put it in, throw the bag to you. All right, let's go.
right now,
Yeah,
it's
right now. What do you think?
okay. And just to make sure, is Maria the person that Colibri has a little bit of a crush on?
Yes, indeed. So this
Yeah,
kind of hurts a little bit. It's like my wingman, my plus one. It's like that
yeah.
hurts. Goddamn.
Okay, yeah. And Colibri will sling their bag over and then just like, okay, let's go then.
All right. You see, as you're walking through, going through the campus, you get a couple waves or whatever just from people going by. And with that, you see they begin to text you. That's my number. So in case of emergency, I will literally just say, hey, need your help. Or maybe like, hey, I'm going to head out. Let's get out of here in case of emergency. Because,
Yeah,
anything could happen. Safety.
and
We want to have fun, but we want to have safety as well.
even though Maria texted them Maria so that Colibri would have her number. Colibri texts back anyway, but texts back their name, Lorelai. And then yeah, and then just looks down at the number and back at her and just kind of feels a little pang, but tries to brush it off.
And as you brush it off, you make your way to Greek Lane. Going through, you see one of the houses are having a party. It is a memory, so you really particularly don't even remember the letters of whatever bullshit that this frat house was. But you do remember going in. As it shifts through, it is amalgamation of students. It's a Friday night, especially in sort of like spring break is right around the corner. Everyone's kind of partying in this moment. You find yourself isolated as Maria is somewhere off in the party at the moment. As you feel very, I will say, correct me if I'm wrong, a little bit uncomfortable in this situation as you kind of have the red solo with really water in it as everybody else is partying, talking, really the odd man out.
Colibri is just gonna kind of walk around, honestly. They're going to be just going from room to room, trying to maybe keep an eye on where Maria is, but also doing this thing of someone who just feels just completely out of their depth in this situation.
Yeah, you're a little bit out of your field. As you're going about, there is something that catches your eye as you hear one of the guys go on like an iPhone. It's like, yeah, dude, these fucking Reavers guys, they're like crazy. I mean, look at this one. This one has a blog. Like, what kind of like? I think this is incriminating, but and then he's a name like Face. Like, what kind of fucking stupid? And it's just you see, it seems to be a video of a face just like vlogging, and you don't know what the idea was here.
Today we're
but-
doing drugs. Come out. Check it out with me, everybody. Honestly,
Bro,
motorcycle life
this-
is crazy.
This bro's fucking crazy. I like it. He's like real wild, man. You should see the other ones, and you see they kind of have a whole playlist. Even though it's really dumb, but you do notice that even all the way out here, your old life still seems to have some sort of reach or still some kind of pull.
Colibri feels like saying something to these people, but then just kind of holds back. Because they're not naive enough to know that their opinion on that matter or any insight on that matter would be well received. So they just keep walking. And trying to find where Maria is. Just looking around, just kind of confused, trying to place himself in a space. With that video from Face and someone mentioning the Reavers, they kind of start putting themselves in a position of like, I've been to parties, to fiestas before, like we've had big groups of people, like I never felt uncomfortable in those situations. Why is this different? This is not different than any of that. I can do this. I can do this.
And I think there's a sense of anxiety building up in you. As you're very much home is being brought up again. You're trying to find Maria. And there's a sharp pain in your head. So much so that you have to stop yourself for a moment. As you feel it sting in your head, you have to sort of take a moment to yourself. And as you're sort of blinking, your vision getting slightly blurry, you swear that you look out the window and you see a pair of large wolf-like eyes staring at you from the window. In the forest, waiting.
Is there anyone outside?
Yeah, a bunch of people outside partying and whatnot. Nobody seems to notice.
Yeah, Colibris is going to run out there. Looks as soon as they're downstairs, like running down outside to like the area where they saw the eyes. Do they see the body of this creature, the eyes, anything like that?
You go down the stairs, you see you kind of pass over a guy, dude, watch it. And as you sort of put them off the side, as a body passes by the eyes, it disappears. As you look, just staring out there, looking like an idiot, as you see one of the girls like, weirdo, and kind of going off.
I think Colibri, in that moment, they start breathing heavy and everyone, inside the house, now, there's something out there.
Okay, calm down, freak, as you see somebody. Who invited this nerd?
No, there is something out there. It just took somebody.
Okay, and as you were kind of frantic trying to get these people inside the house, your phone rings. And you see this a text message going, hey, we should get out of here. My ex is here. Front door, fast as you can.
Fuck. Colibri is going to turn over to the person that was just saying something to them and just says, I'm not fucking joking. There was something out there and someone just disappeared. Get everyone inside the house now.
Dude, I don't know what your vibe is, but you need to chill, all right?
Get out of my fucking way. And then just gonna go to the front of the house.
This is what fucking happens when we just let anybody in. And you see they kind of just go off. as you go towards the front, you can see that your friend Maria currently is in a confrontation, not anything physical, but seems like very much screaming match with their ex. You see that they are just, oh, maybe a junior in college. He's only seen this guy once in a while. You do know they broke things off because he was a cheater, and on top of that, he isn't very nice. And you can see very much of like, why don't you just take me back? It was my mistake. She wasn't even that hot. And she goes, oh my God, you jackass. Leave me alone. Look, I love you, okay? I want to be with you for the rest of my life. Just cut the bullshit, Clarence. And you see that they're going about, they're trying to walk off, and you see he immediately grabs by the arm. He's like, hey, I'm not done
Oh,
talking.
no. Colibri is immediately there and grabs his wrist. She said, stop.
You see, let's go of her hand. Is this your new fucking boyfriend? Clarence, no, this isn't. He is a friend. Let's just go. No, let me talk to them. So, you think you're the hot shit, huh?
At least I'm not some fucking freak trying to force someone to take him back.
You see, let you go, kind of dust off a little bit. You know, there's this little thing we have here. I know from wherever dusty ass village you come from, it's this thing called manners. And you see, he immediately gut punches you so hard, you feel it. I will say, for the purposes of this, we don't have to roll anything. You're built like a bag. You're bit like sticks. As you feel this pain sharply, but also you'll feel that headache in the back of your mind as something wants to be let out in this moment.
Colibri is just like breathing heavily. And they're feeling just like stabs of pain throughout their body. And there's this growl that sort of built up from inside of them. Try it again. I fucking dare you.
You see, he goes for a kick. Are you going to grab it, or are you going to let him do his little last action here before you go bug wild on him?
I think before the kick hits and there's another release of air as Colibri's eyes just go red. There is the way that people black out is not a blackout. It is just full on rage.
You don't remember what happened, but you know, and you hear the screams. From what the hell to various scream music cuts out. There is slashing, ripping, tearing. And as that all goes through, Colibri, you find yourself waking up slowly, sore, naked and covered in blood. As you find yourself in the interior of the house and looking through, you see it is covered in blood and body parts. Not only of the exes, but of other people that were also inside. As it looks like something out of a horror movie. The floor itself, as you sort of touching it, you think maybe somebody spilled some water. No, this place is flooded with blood. As each handprint, each turn is you being covered in it. And none of it is yours. As you slowly get up, looking around, you see that the only person alive, shivering and huddling in the corner, is Maria, who has a gash in her arm as they are scared.
What happened?
Don't come near me.
No.
I call the cops, they're coming. Just leave. Get out of here, you fucking freak.
Oh. No, this wasn't me. This couldn't have been. This wasn't. No, no. And Colibri is just going to walk backwards, and their foot hits a body and they trip over it, tumbling down and seeing just these gashes across this person's face. And their hand shakily reaches out and trace those gashes before scrambling upwards and running.
You have to run towards the back of the woods as you see the cop cars kind of pulling up. And you run into the woods, you run, and you run, and you run with the air in your hair and the blood seeping everywhere. As you slowly wake yourself up from that horrible, horrible dream. As we come back to the present day, we find ourselves in a nearby hotel, not far off from the restaurant in which the crew was, as we are in Juarez, Mexico, right across and hop skip it away from El Paso, as you are the first one to wake up here, Colibri.
I think he immediately gets up and goes to the bathroom and just pukes. Just lets everything out. And then just afterwards goes back to the mirror, splashes her face, and just looks at themselves, remembering the words, fucking freak.
Hell of a thing. But as that's going about, you all are beginning to wake up. With that, you knock on the door. Who wishes to open that bad boy up?
I would like to say that I left really early for an errand.
Gotcha.
In Mexico.
Mexico, I left for an early. Yeah, that's doable. That's doable.
Trick
For
has
my
something to do.
my people need me. With so who wants to answer the door here?
I guess Face will. Face will just kind of have hand to the back of like their jacket, but so they're touching their gun as they open the door kind of slightly and be like, "Hey, can I help you?"
You see, it's Gabriel, and he kind of goes, "Good morning, sunshine. Buenos dias. You mind opening the door for me?" As you see, he's in a slightly different outfit. You see, he's got a nice white cap. You see, kind of that blue jean aesthetic, very much the cowboy rustic. As he kind of pulls up with his Familial badge over his sort of neck, like a necklace in a sense. Kind of pulls up. I got you some fine food here. You mind opening the door?
Well, you had me at food. Because they had the chain link on, so close the door, it gets the chain off. It's just like, whoop. All right, come on in, guys. We got food.
Did he bring
Yeah.
beer?
Of course, Padre. Kind of underhand tosses it to you. Oh boy, I hope that is not a mistake.
It
Kind
is.
of puts food out. Your companions next door are waiting for you to talk at your leisure. We didn't interrogate Booker yet, but well, we want to give yourselves the courtesy to do that yourselves. He's nice tied up, and if you need any surgical instruments, we can happily provide that for you.
Oh, I don't think
About
that's gonna
this
be-
time, I walk in the door.
Well. If ain't the camera boy, find a fresh story out there.
No, just supplies. You see Trick walks in with a bag with like thick rope, and in the other hand is a plastic bag with about a gallon of what you can probably smell is like pig's blood.
You seem they say I'm hardcore. I'll leave it up to you. Booker's in the room. He's tied up. Lona's also there having a conversation with him, but I don't think it's too friendly of a conversation. So I'll leave you guys to it. I'll be in the other room.
Where is the chemist?
Other room. You see that you're in like a hotel, like motel conjoined room. So literally just open the door, go next door. They have the chemist and Booker in the same place, but Booker is tied up while the chemist, Lola, is not.
I think
Thank
when
you.
Aza hears that they're in the room next door, Aza doesn't say anything. They just start going through the door.
Okay, so I think as you start making your face, like, all right, we're gonna good cop, bad cop this, okay? You're clearly bad cop, Trick. So give us like 5-10 minutes. Let's see if we can have a nice conversation, get something out, and then you guys bad cop in. Do some stuff. Unless anyone else wants to join. Does anyone else want to join good cop routine?
I'm just gonna observe, if you don't mind.
I guess I'll make sure you don't torture her too much.
Him.
Him.
Unless we're gonna torture the chemist. I mean, I'm all for it. If we're just whatever gets the information we need.
I'm gone already. This
Got that
conversation
cop
is great.
fucking gun.
I'm out. Cool, that's where they are.
Neutral gun.
Colby's
think-
just like staring at face like your brain just lives in a constant SVU episode. Like what's going on up there?
It's just one Cinnabon chasing another Cinnabon. That's
It's one Cinnabon chasing a lemon.
Cinnabon
Yeah.
all the way down.
So, good cop, bad cops.
Let's fucking go. Just starts pushing face through the door.
Before Trick follows in, I think Kolibi will put a hand on their shoulder and is like, "Can we talk?"
Yeah, sure. And I take a bucket from like underneath, and then I pour in the pig's blood.
What? What are we doing? Playing Carrie? Like, what is this Stephen King shit you got going on?
No. So I saw this a while back. When you dip this rope in the pig's blood and you beat them senseless while they're unconscious, when they wake up, they think it's their blood. And it does the least amount of damage. It's a psychological thing. It's the easiest way for us to do something without having to get our hands actually dirty.
I shouldn't be surprised by this. I mean, we're out here making deals with a cartel and doing all this fucking bullshit. You're taking to this so much better than me.
I've done a lot of things, of course, yeah, but like this is the only way I know how to do things without having to compromise what I have left.
What's going on? Seriously. Because Face being the voice of reason is a surprise. And I'm going to be honest, he asked me to check in on you. I don't have anything to lie with you.
Look,
And maybe it's just him trying to pull one on us, but I can 99% assure you he was being sincere.
I might not have been telling everything, the whole story.
Whole story of what?
See, that night of the first change, it seemed a little different. I think part of me actually was mad that I wasn't like you or the others. That I was just this runt that gets pushed around. Even when we left, even away from all of you, it was the same thing over and over. I had to do what I had to do to make do with what I had. I had to lie. I had to do all these crazy stunts to get the stories that I needed to get the job done. And then it happened. Part of me might have been glad. But also, it felt too good, you know? And I know yours was traumatic, and I would not want you to relive any of that ever again. And the thing that's scaring me is why I'm enjoying this more than I should. So I'm sorry that you're seeing this whole new side of me that is doing what I can so we can get this over with and I can find answers. And I appreciate the concern. This is just things that I've been doing for the past few years to get by.
I can't judge you. I never have, I never will. But like I said, seems like you're taking to it a lot better than me.
And I'm kind of glad that's the case. Because out of the two of us, and it's not a sign of weakness, but you have your head screwed on a lot tighter than mine. And I guess that's why I came, because I know you'd be here. But now we're in this fucking mess. And maybe because I'm already messed up, that it's just easy for me to make sure that that lid of yours stays on.
Let's make a deal. We'll keep each other accountable.
Yeah.
I'm not going to stop you from doing what you need to do. But we can keep each other accountable.
Yeah. I think the fact that Cecilia's out of the picture loads off my mind, and I think that's going to be easier from this point out.
Yeah. It's the same with me and Sylvia.
Yeah. Have you heard anything from her yet?
No. I bet Sandra is taking care of her. And I haven't heard anything from Sandra. I'm sure at some point, maybe she'll check in on Aza.
Okay. Alright, well, I guess based on what Face has to say, then we have roles to play, so if you want to head in, if you want to head in now, sure. Let me know when you guys need my help.
Yeah. I'll call you over, play it really dark
And I think Colibri just feels Trick's hand, the back of your head, and kind of like rests his forehead on yours. It's like, we're gonna get out of this.
TTRPG kryptonite. Sorry. Yeah, I think Colibri does the same, kind of like puts their hands, both their hands behind Trick's head.
All right.
Tu y yo, primo.
And I just continue being weird again and preparing all of these weird shit.
Yeah.
As
Colibri
that
will cut it out again.
conversation's as that conversation's kind of going before you enter into the full conversation, the three of my other wolves here go into the door. Going in, very much very simple layout of a motel room, a little bit run down side. You see that Lola is in the corner, kind of drinking to themselves, very much in that wolf-like behavior of just like finding a place, pat on the bed, sitting down, and you see in the bathroom, very much tied to a chair, roped around and gagged with just like duct tape, is Booker, who still has the silver bullets in his leg, uh, just to sort of he doesn't run off, because they know that immediately once you take these things out, his regeneration probably will just kick in, and then he can just run out of your full strength. So they left him in, even though that's kind of painful where you shot him. So he's in a bit of pain. And as you all walk in, you see that Gabriel just takes a corner, pulls up a magazine, starts reading it, turns on the TV just a bit extra loud, just in case. Puts a little bit of Telemundo on as that's going on there. What are my other three wolves doing in this situation?
Asa will just walk where Lola is and just kind of take a seat on the side of the bed next to her.
You see
So-
that, yeah, even though you're like human, there's still those wolf tendencies. If you see they kind of just like nuzzle against you for a moment before they smile back and kind of go, well, you look like you have seen better days.
Yeah, I've seen a few. Could say the same for you, too.
I have other scars. As you see, they show you their back. As you see, there is, you can see silver attacks are along their back, almost like in a sense of like they, not necessarily whipped, but something of like a metal chain was wrapped around them, burning them before they managed to escape out of it. I have seen my fair share of torment.
But by who was it?
As you see, they snarl towards the direction of Booker.
Lola, what the fuck happened? I woke up that night and there was no one. It was just me and David.
While some of us were in the caves, we found another way out as we managed to crawl and dig a space out. I was one of the very few that survived. And in that pain, I turned human, which is impossible, but yet it happened. Luckily, I was found by humans within Mexico, and they sheltered me, taught me to read, and I had the greater curiosity for their sciences. So I studied what they call chemistry, and I helped the town meet its quotas for the cartel lords that would come in by. I helped increase their production, because if they lax, then my family would be hurt. And it went on like this for a while, until one day David showed up. I thought it was impossible, but we rejoiced. I thought, it was a gift from the Wolf Mother, but they came back and they said they were a little bit unsettled because they said that this form of theirs, being human, was more natural to them. But either way, I thought it was more of preference. And he knew who he was on the inside, which mattered.
Gross. Lame.
You
Loser.
see, having this conversation, just looks over your shoulder towards face before going back in.
I forgot I was muted.
See, Gabriel's just like, come on, dude. But
Keep going back to that intimate scene.
you see, as they continue, as I was saying, he approached me and he said he had found a way to bring our pack back. The people that died, he said he had found a legend of something of a crimson stone of some sort. And with its essence, we could produce enough to make our wishes come true. Like that of, ¿cómo se dice? And you see Gabriel go, like Aladdin, movie Aladdin, the wish, you get a wish or whatever, yes, a wish of sorts. I worked with them, of course. I wanted my family back. I thought everyone was there. I thought it was just the two of us. So I helped. At first, I had no problem. They were, in order to produce it, they were just using human criminals. I feel nothing for them. They're not my family. So it worked for them. But something had changed when they brought what looked to be like a main crystal or of something of a concrete essence a couple of weeks back. I didn't like what was going on because I slowly discovered that they had shifted from humans to Garou, to pack, wolfborn, like you and me. And it is a line I do not cross. I do not hurt other wolves. But David did not care. He torched my town to the ground, and the people you saved last night were part of that. He was keeping them hostage, and I was to reminisce on my actions. But then the Wolf Mother gave a second miracle, and now you are here.
The Wolf Mother?
You would know this. It's something you have forgotten. It's that equivalent of your deity in a sense, or just
Okay.
even though you're wolves, there's just something of your higher belief in something else. As you just call it Wolf Mother, because you're wolves. You don't have that complex of a history, but you see that they kind of go, yes, a Wolf Mother.
So Booker was working with David the whole time.
I do not know, but David had no problem torching my village and taking the innocents there hostage. Or worse. He's become human filth.
And there's just like, you can like almost just see Aza's jawline define more as they're gritting their teeth. And Booker tortured you? He did. Why?
They are, how you say, brainwashed, I would think. Cultist, to be nice. They believe that this crimson is a gateway to making their dreams come true, whatever that means.
And you don't think there's any chance of saving him?
I do not know. I do not care. In my eyes, he is no longer a wolf. Just like David. He is prey. Weak.
And Asa kind of like looks to the back of Lola's shirt again, eyes almost going through the shirt, remembering what she just saw on Lola's back. Okay. You'll be safe with us. The crazy one over there can keep you safe. And like Asa kind of nods over at Face.
He is dumb?
He can't hear well. Talks more than he speaks.
You see that they get up and very weirdly, Face, this person just starts sniffing around you. Just
Whoa.
I would
Dinner.
say that like Face remember, because I would think Asa probably did the same thing to Face when they met.
Okay, that's a case. Then Face kind of just like
Yeah.
relaxes and is just like, all right, I know the drill.
And Asa kind of walks up to Trick for a second. And just looks down at the bag that Trick has and back up at him. He needs to, like the humans say, be put down. Asa nods over at Booker. But can you make it quick? If you need any proof, Lola would probably show you her back.
I'll get what I can first, and then I think the sincerity for is just like I'll take care of it.
You want to kill him?
He hurt his own family. What would you do? And Asa kind of like, with almost an understanding nod, looks from you to Trick and back at you.
Can the rest of us hear this?
I'm not
I was
being
saying-
quiet.
at this point, yeah, everybody's in the room, and again, Gabriel's just in a corner, silent, just observing.
I think Tio is going to like look at everyone with a very serious look on his face and go, "What are you doing?" This is not how we handle things.
What isn't how we handle things?
We murder people and we fight in defense and we defend ourselves. But we're not going to just straight up murder this person right here.
Lola, can you show him your back?
You see, they show the scars. He is not a person. He is an animal.
Lola?
Storyteller, I wanted to ask, because I used Sense the True Form, and I saw what Asa was, and I saw what Lola was. Did I see what Booker was?
Same thing, yeah. He was one of the individuals upstairs that you sensed was Guru.
Just because he's an animal doesn't mean he should be put down. I would expect some people in this room to understand that.
Oh, do you think you are, old man?
I was gonna say, Asa also steps up, like, to Theo and kind of, like, gets in between Lola and Theo a little bit. If you want, you can decide how people are punished in the club. But this is my family. Booker was working with David, who, my guess, has been working with Eloy.
This is a club matter, and the club is your family now. This is your pack, and the pack comes first.
The first pack is the one I'm standing in front of. You guys came later. Eloy helped me out and Face helped me out. I owe allegiance to the club. But not like that.
I think when you say that, Face is standing behind you. When you said that, Face winced a little bit. But Face will stand and get in between you and Theo. And gonna be like, all right, I can't believe I'm the one saying this. We all need to chill right now. Isa, enter, take a walk.
Isa. You're right. I would protect my family if need be, but I trusted you when you told me to wait. Maybe there's more to this.
As someone who was asked to do people's dirty work, I think I'm here to ask questions. Whether or not I do take care of it, that's up to what we get. And honestly, I don't really think that we have to get that far. And Asa, I understand how you're feeling. I'm not going to put it against you asking me for such a big thing. But Base is right. We gotta chill. There's a lot more to this. If you want him to hurt, he will hurt. That's as much as I can promise.
Isa has this like really tiny, almost cruel smirk for a second, like when they look down and then they pick their head back up and just nod. I'm not taking a walk though. And they turn their back and they go sit down on the bed where they were next to Lola, facing, like looking in to where Booker, the door to the bathroom is.
I think once Isa does that, Face turns to Theo and is like, hey, listen. We're so not in club territory right now. Let's be very clear right now. Let's just be so clear. You technically aren't part of the club. You haven't been here for a while. How we do things may be different. You have no right to tell us how we should do things.
I was granted permission back into the club by Eloy, and no one has stripped me of that right yet.
Eloy? So, that's who you want to claim right now? Let's be real. Maybe he claimed you back for whatever weird trick and betrayal he was planning. So you haven't been around. Colby, I don't know. Are you playing jazz music right now? I don't know. You're trying to set a mood to.
Yeah, and it's pretty fucking apparent that I haven't been around, Face. Because the pack that I knew wouldn't have done this shit. Wouldn't have gotten to the bed with the cartel in the first place. And would have waged war on the Pythons when we had the chance. But no, now we're down this fucked up highway. And I'm getting really sick. And I'm getting really fucking tired of everyone getting their chance to share their trauma and forgive each other. And you keep bringing up this shit that I got kicked out of the club. Well, fuck you. You don't know what I did for this. You little snot-nosed brat. You almost tried to betray us to your ex-girlfriend.
Yo, okay, Aza's gonna try to punch Theo.
I love you walking away.
Sorry, dude, Aza's got a one composure. Aza's on thin ice. Nick, are you good?
Yeah. No, I'm good. I'm good.
Okay.
Chick, are you keeping them back, or are you gonna let this punch get in and then be like, whoa?
I mean, they're good, so I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna let it ride.
Can I do a response?
Yeah, for make this contested. For you,
that's
gonna be a strength and brawl.
Oh yeah.
Hey, let's go.
I want to catch the fist.
I'll say both of you, strength and brawl. Let's see what happens here.
Oh God. Okay, let me pull up the
real talk though. You could probably gain a rage for that if you want, because you're pretty provoked. It's up to you.
That it.
What does that mean?
You just get an extra rage.
I
you
get an
another
extra rage? No, let's do it! Let's go! We
I believe
Gucci!
I'll see for the purpose. It's fine.
Gucci.
You'll get it now.
The second Theo started yelling at Face, I was like, oh no, this is where the one is coming in right now.
The funniest thing is you're off screen and then you immediately just come back in and
Yeah.
just,
I just
boom,
like
oh
imagine an
shit!
anime
Oh, okay, hold
Yeah.
on. How many? So I get an extra rage, which is fantastic.
So 3 of your dice are gonna be rage.
Jeez, that's a lot of dice though. Okay.
Well, there's an add-on to it. It's just in terms of like the dice that you're replacing in that instance are gonna be 3 of them are rage.
So this is a fairly important thing because it's
Oh.
Does brutal outcome affect this?
Does
Yeah,
it? Because I need to know that as well.
Yeah,
Well,
I
it
need
does
to
for
know.
me. Well, so
Oh.
it's damage is if the aim is to damage or injure. If you're just trying to catch my hand, I don't know if that applies to Theo.
I mean, I might just be so angry that I attack back. That's what I'm.
You
just
can.
at. But
I'll give you benefit of doubt. Give both of you. So if you do get a 1, that's a 4.
Wait, it's a pair. I thought
it's a pair, 1 or 2. Yeah.
Pair,
Yeah,
it's
pair
a
1 or
4.
2.
So.
Okay. I have my number. Christ.
What did you get?
If you add it all up together, that's 8.
Okay, 8. What did you?
Because I
Theo?
got a pair of 1s on 2 of the rage.
Oh my god! And you got 4 successes. Holy shit! Oh fuck. Well,
I'm rolling 8 dice.
I know. I'm like, oh fuck. I thought I was doing good. That was a 6.
I can fucking take it. Immediately as you say that, off screen, quick cut, it's just a as you just get hit in the fucking mouth. And go down for the first time in a while as they just he's coming off there. You see Lola's in the like jumps on the bed just snarling as well.
Oh,
You see
face to-
Gabriel kind of as you're coming injured, Gabriel also is like, all right, you can kill each other when the job's done. So how about we stop with that?
Face grab this kind of like puts himself between Isa and Theo. Was like, all
Yeah.
right, no.
Colibri will also like help with this and just be like also help. But if Face is trying to grab Aza, I think
That's
Colibri
beautiful.
is gonna try and also like.
I think as this is going on, everybody's going about. You hear from the bathroom Booker just muffled, just laughing, just.
And I would say, especially if Face is like, kind of like was grabbing Aza for a second, Aza flashes their eyes to Booker and back to Face. Someone better start talking to him.
all right. One of you go to the other room, okay? Just one of you go to another room.
Aza goes right, like literally just like kind of backward, almost like when dogs like sheepishly go walk backwards, like just walks backwards to where the part of the bed they just jumped off from and goes down. Now like clutching onto the edge of the sheets.
This is bad. I'm at 4 rage out of 5.
Oh,
Forgetting because that's pretty humiliating. So
oh no!
But I do think Tio, like, I think just to play it up, if that's okay for the injury, I think you hear a visible like snap as like Tio has to put his jaw back into place.
You see, Gabriel in this instance is facing Gabriel's like, "You're a right, old man." He's gonna extend his hand out.
Fuck it, do it your way. You're all goddamn animals. And just storms out.
Fantastic.
Okay, so while this happens, Theo storms out. Face just kind of takes a deep breath and is like, Colibri, trick. Bathroom.
Is he awake?
Yeah, he was just laughing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Are you coming too, or?
Yeah, I'll be right there. grabs a pillow from the bed. And then follows in.
As I told him back, he's like, "You sure? You
Yeah, someone's got to play good cop right now. So,
I look. You guys do your good cop, bad cop thing. I don't. Whatever happens, I don't think I have the stomach.
we walk in, I think close the door behind us.
Fantastic. Two of you individuals. Easy, are you staying out?
Is the door closing?
They are closing the door.
Yes.
They're
will
gonna wait out. They're gonna wait outside.
All right. Gabriel is going to be joining you, even though you do see he takes over a corner. Again, same newspaper. He's gonna go in. Unless he's saying.
I'm gonna hold him back. It's like, I think 4 people in a bathroom is a little crowded.
My bathroom, son.
Do you want your answers?
I'll stand by the door.
Colibri is going to go after Tio. But before they do, they are gonna look at Aza. I shared this with Face yesterday too. I can't say that I know what you're going through. Or maybe I do, because I was ready to do something fucking stupid to Face that night. And maybe this isn't stupid. Maybe it is a... Maybe that guy deserves it. But I don't know, maybe... Maybe you don't have to go that low. You're better than that. And don't listen to Tio. We're not animals. We might turn and... Yeah, we're Guru. That's gotta worth something.
It is. I think maybe you're one of the good ones. And maybe you're right about Booker. I don't know. I've never really been good with my temper since. And they realized that they were like clutching the side of the bed, and they kind of just let go and 5 fingers. Maybe he didn't know what he was doing, but David, stuff he did. And if Booker won't pay, then at least he will.
I'm sure you can trust Face, and I trust Trick, so maybe that kind of means that we can trust them together.
And I think on that note, we switch over to those 2 individuals in the bathroom. You see Booker's looking up at you, unimpressed, still bleeding, very dry, but hasn't been really, kicked in yet, as he's just staring at the 2 of you.
So, Face will rip off the duct tape off Booker's mouth.
I will start the shower.
Could you give me a shower? I do love a 5-star hotel service.
Oh.
Can I level with you, man?
Please, I'm dying to hear what you have to say.
Well, that's a funny way of putting it, actually. So, I'm just going to skip a whole lot of middle management things and cute stuff that's happened. By the end of this interaction, you are going to be dead. There is no if, ands, or buts about it. There is nothing that you, me, or God can do to help you. I want to make it so clear. The thing is, there's two ways we can go about this. We can make this such a smooth interaction. You tell us anything that we need to know about Avid, about Eloy, about the whole operation you have down here. And then we make this a quick and painless process. The second is my friend Trick here. Now, when I met Trick, allow me to just spit you a little tale here. When I met Trick, he seemed like a typical Nosabo kid standing around with a weird little camera doing nothing. A loser. Instead, Trick has proven to be one of the craziest motherfuckers I've ever met.
I start
And
lighting a cigarette inside the bathroom.
I've literally seen him knock someone unconscious just for saying hello. The suggestions he makes sometimes scares me, and I have actively murdered people. I'm going to make it very clear. Actually, to even make it worse, I've literally eaten somebody. And that motherfucker there worries me. He has a bucket of pig's blood. He's got a bucket of other things. I don't know what he has planned. Genuinely. And usually, I'd try to be kind and say, hey, will you work with us? We'll let you go, blah, blah, blah. But another friend has requested your death. So, quick and painless, or we do this extended. And I'd like to roll, like, intimidation or manipulation.
Intimidation, manipulation in this instance. Are you
Can I assist?
crazy as
Can I
shit?
assist
Yeah.
while I ready some towels by the shower and fold them very thick?
Okay. So, this is... Are you
Wild.
helping? So do I add another dice to that?
Yes, another dice of the overall pool.
So I'm going to roll 8 dice.
Okay.
And remind me
Hold on.
again, is it... I roll with rage.
6 or above. Yeah, 2 of them are how many over there, whatever your rages is, how many dice of that
I
is
think
rage,
it's like
so.
2.
Yeah, I think I'm
Yeah.
still 2. Okay, so 1, 2,
Just imagine
4.
Trick is putting the
5.
bounty picker uppers on the floor.
So that's 5.
Moving men.
No. What is it? No 1s or 2s.
Brutals or successes. Crit. So 5 success?
5 success.
Fantastic. You see, he's very unintimidated by, like, you're gonna die here today, but sensing that he has to play along to get along, he goes, fine. What do you want to know, human?
Ooh. This is out of character. What the fuck do we want to know again? I know.
We were gonna. We kind of need to know what their plans are, where their hideout is, what this red stuff is.
Where's
Yeah.
Deuce?
I think I have. I still have some of the red stuff from Lorena's lab, right?
Yeah.
So I pull it out. Face pulls it out. I was just like, "What you making?"
You specifically don't take out any ordinary piece. You pull out Norena's, and as you do, you see his eyes glare open, almost like in a sense of astonishment that you have that, and kind of goes, well, we are mining the stuff from a site. I don't know much about it, I'm just simply transport, but more answers on that you can find at the HQ.
And where is that?
I would be willing to give that information
All
somewhere
right, Trick,
within.
have fun.
I grab the
What?
back of the chair and I drag it by the tub, and I was like, "All right, This is gonna be, I guess, the last chance. Where is this HQ?
I will tell you where it is around the area, but if you want to know the exact location, I'm leaving here alive with both my legs unbulleted.
I take out my phone and I start playing really loud music. And I'm like, I put my cigarette down and I'm just like walking towards them. Face, if you have something to say.
I'm gonna say, listen, I don't like to ask too many questions. So more, this was supposed to be a story because I told you one, so I was expecting one back. So unfortunately, I think this man is dunking you in the water.
Madonna starts playing like Into the Groove.
Not Madonna.
So I'm gonna again, just like he said, I'm gonna give you last chance. I'm gonna give you three things that you need to say to me in a row. Where is HQ? What is Aloy planning? What is David planning?
Do you see as a fine. I know the answers to 2 out of the 3s. That suffice.
That's not enough.
Story.
Well, I'm not a
said
fucking
story.
magician. I can't pull answers out my ass that I don't have.
That wasn't a story. That wasn't what I asked or an answer.
Fine. God damn it. At HQ, do you have a map?
Yes, we have a map. Just say the location.
Well, I need the map to point to it, you idiot.
Dunk him.
I kick him as he goes into the tub and I put a towel over his face.
Goes in for a second. What are you doing as it's just a hot second?
Face pulls up. I have a phone, so I just pull out a map.
Google Maps.
I just pull up Google Maps. Like, this was so easy.
Yeah. Fucking humans. And you see he kind of just using his nose just there. And you see it's a location a little bit outside of town, desert region. As an exact location. In terms of what Eloy is doing, I have no fucking clue. I'm only security, not even the head. Just the capo.
So that was interesting. You said you were transportation before, and now you're security.
Same thing.
No, little bit of a lie.
I dunk him.
Yeah.
And then I pull him back up.
You get here really fast.
Security in transportation, it is a dual-purpose job. If there's security needed, I run it. If I need to take something into town, I do it. We're private military. We are literally ordered to do shit like this.
You see, and that's a complete story.
Fuck you.
It's truly beautiful when you do something like that. So the next question, you said you could answer 2 out of 3 questions. So you didn't answer one. You've answered one, didn't answer another. What is David doing?
David is in charge of the transportation of everything within Mexico over to the States. He is in charge of making sure the Crimson goes to where it's needed. We need to spread it out as much as possible for a greater area of effect.
Effect of what?
Essence. To make dreams come true.
Out of character. Is there anything else we need to know?
I was gonna ask a few things.
Go for it.
So we know about David.
Hmm.
We know Eloy is with them. There's a third factor here that we don't know about. Who were Eloy and the Vipers working with? Apart from David.
Pythons.
Yeah.
We know about the pythons besides.
Yeah, don't think that we don't know that much.
Say fucking vipers. I mean, I'm assuming. The representative from after Cartel took Alba It's probably showing up. She's showing up actually today. Hey, look at that. That's
What's
information.
what is she?
Representative of the cartel's interests. See,
No. What is she?
magically inclined.
Hmm.
Do
Okay.
we like that answer? Frick, do we like that answer?
Not really. So, I think you've been having fun with the water. Let's say,
God.
let's
No,
say,
wait. Fucking mage, whatever the fuck you call them.
okay.
Fire, lightning, a lot of the destructive shit.
How many?
Well, she's the only one that's there that has this sort of magical stuff. Everybody else is either for the most part, is human. But
Okay.
they're carrying silver for the magically afflicted.
You said your security. What does security look like over at HQ?
More guns than Fort fucking Knox. You're gonna need an army, son. Think you got one in your little bathtub?
You know a fun fact that I've learned through my travels? Fingernails take 4 to 6 months to fully grow. And you know, the interesting thing is, us Guru, we just grow our claws, but what would happen if we didn't have our nails to manifest them in the first place? I guess.
We don't have to do that, gentlemen. We can be civil.
Okay. Okay.
Then, for the last time, what is security looking like? What is some entry points? And are there
Okay, fine. Yeah, there's a couple components to the place. A couple C4 placements could take it down if you are inclined. You got the main dockyard. It's underground for the most part, so it's where we house all the drugs and whatnot to be shipped across everywhere. There's the barracks where most of the soldiers are, where we mostly sleep. The research lab, which has more detailed notes on exactly what they've been doing. And then there's the main sort of facility head where David and Alba talk about operations. So I know. If you want to take it down, you can place a couple charges in 2 out of these 4 places, and it will bring the place crumbling. Though, there are some hostages that you may not want to be dead.
I'm sorry, hostages?
You never mentioned hostages.
I know. I like to toy with my food.
I'll be right back. I come back with some pliers.
I listen. We can, again, do you want this to be more drawn out?
I don't even wait for face. And I pull one. The thumb.
Oh, you bastard, if I have my teeth in you.
Well, you don't.
Hostages.
In order to make Crimson, we need Guru. We need your rage. Sadly, we can't take bikers, so we take the next best thing, Wolfborn.
I take the middle pinky, like the middle finger.
I told you the fucking answer, the fuck!
That's just for fun. Just to show you who's in charge here.
And I think is okay. So I think Face kind of leans down and is gonna like only for Trick to hear, and Trick's like, hey, I think we got like what 2 more questions out of him before.
I think that's all we can get from him. I don't think he knows anything.
Okay. All right. I think Face will stand up and kind of look at him and be like, last question. Well, second to last. How many hostages?
I could not tell you even if I tried. I don't take numbers of them. It's a lot, though.
Estimate.
50 tops.
Mm, okay. So then Face takes a deep breath and is like, Trick, why don't you go tell Isa about everything?
I light a cigarette and then I offer it to Booker.
Spits in your direction.
Cool. I just tap Face on the shoulder. Music or no music?
Music's fine.
I walk outside.
Again, closes the door. It's kind of just like, hey, you know, I like that kid. It took me a while, but I like that kid. He's weird. Should definitely go to therapy. But I like that kid. And I'll be real, I don't like doing to anything too excessive. Never been me. A lot more talk, a lot more bark than bite. But Bookie Boy, a very dear friend of mine, has asked for this, and honestly, I am obliged. I put a pillow. Face puts a pillow right to Booker's face, puts the gun right there, and just like, quick question. Gun to your head, name 5 Megan Trainor songs.
Fuck you.
Quick!
No, that was CeeLo Green.
Wrong answer. As he goes in the water, floats in. As you hear this, you see Gabriel kind of look on the side, a little disappointed. Had questions of his own, but heard what he needed. With that, he kind of goes, well, seems like you guys got a location, so I'll let Hyman know. We head out right now. Blow that sky high, that place fucking sky high. Easy said and done, if I say so myself.
I think seeing that Colibri has left to go talk to Dio and Dio hasn't returned, I think Face is kind of like, I think we need some time before that. Right, guys?
Yeah.
Say la vie. I'm gonna call Jaime and get everything we need. Goes off. And with that, we'll do one last scene here before we go to break with the two. As you are outside railing of the motel. Dio, you're on one side. Colibri, you're right behind. What goes on here?
What is Dio's demeanor? At least from behind, because you can't see.
I think because we're like in a hotel motel, right? I think Tio is
Holiday
like,
Inn.
yeah,
Sorry.
there you go. He's on the balcony if there is one, and if not, it's just the roof. And he's drinking a beer. His legs are like dangling off, and he's kind of just like a little hunched over, contemplative.
Mind if I join you?
Not like I can stop you. Don't got any
Correct.
authority.
It's not about authority. Just checking in. I don't think I need authority. You don't need authority for me to see how you're doing.
Yeah, that's not usually how I like things to go down.
Yeah, you really took it.
This club used to be so much different. I don't know if it was better. I don't know if it was greater. I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, back in our day, we had it so good. But the vibe has changed so much. Never used to be like this.
I feel it. I understand what you're saying. I mean, it's been part of my life. since I can remember. That's not the case for Aza, and Face is not someone that I remember from where I was little. But that's where it's different from us. And we could keep back with the nostalgia of it all, but that's not going to change the fact that Eloy tried to kill us.
And that's the thing, kid. And that's really it's like guilt, but I don't even know if I want to kill him. I want to be completely honest with you. Man was one of my best friends for the longest time. I mean, I killed a dude for that guy. And I really just want to know why he did it. He always despised the club for not sticking up for him and taking revenge when his brother got killed. And he didn't shoot us with silver bullets for a reason, so I gotta hope that there's something still left in there. I owe him that much.
Dio, you can get your answers. But you don't have to kill him either. But that also doesn't mean that the other people that are here aren't allowed to want their revenge. I don't want to kill him either. I don't want to be the one to hold that over my head. I'm traumatized as it is with the idea of having to kill people, and I almost walked down some stairs with intent to kill Face, and I think about that now, and I hate myself for it. But I understand where some of these people are coming from. We can get our answers. But everyone else is allowed their peace.
And I think for a second, I think Tio offers Colibri a beer and just puts aside even if they don't drink it. That's the thing, though. There's no peace. There's no happy ending on the other side. I killed a man out of hot-blooded passion once. Thought I was doing the right thing. And do you know what happened? I got most of my friends pinched, a few of them killed. The first person I ever loved went to jail. And now I gotta look at a record of him downstairs. And that hangs on me every single second. We're a guru. And we're taught that's a gift, but it's also a curse. That rage is put on us. And that's even before the change. That rage is there in our blood from birth. And once you cross that line, there's no going back.
Well, we all have our crosses to bear. You don't have to keep carrying that one.
That's my job, though. I'm Deal. And Tio's always got to help you carry your cross. Even when the kids don't want to let him do it. So if you're worried about me getting up and running, I'm not leaving or anything. But I am going to try to save our souls in the process if we can.
Well, when I said that's not your cross to bear, just take the time to understand that you don't have to hold our souls either. Cody will get up and we'll chug the beer. And then we'll give you a little bit more time, but one thing, you better fucking apologize over calling us animals. That's one thing. We're not animals. I know you were angry, but apologize. And then we'll walk off.
I think as Calibri like walks off, Tio kind of like mumbles into his beer. Speak for yourself. And just kind of chucks the empty bottle to the ground.
As that happens, a plan is formed and you all proceed to get into a truck. And we'll get to that in the second half as we will take el break here. With that, please go use el baño, grab yourself a snack, and we'll be right back. See you soon. Welcome back, everyone, to the second half of Embers of Rage. Before we start, one quick announcement, or two in this sense. Bad House does have its application open for future guest spots for the World of Darkness universe. So if you would like to be a guest, whether on this show or the plethora of other ones that they have before or coming up, fill out that bad boy and let us know. Also, Mondays, as you know, is another show we have on our Bad House called Feast and Famine, a Fate Stay of Night inspired City of Mist game hosted by the wonderful Josephine. It's on Mondays, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern for my folks on the East Coast. So you can catch that every week for as the series is going. With that in mind, we return back. At the moment, we're no longer in the motel, but rather on the road. As you guys are riding in what looks like to be SUVs similar to what the PMC was using. You guys are covering tactical gear. You're very much in this sense of hiding. As you're driving through in the desert real quick, the plan was kind of discussed, just for time purposes' sake. You have 4 sections in this main facility. It's all on the ground, and with that, before we even get into that plan, Gabriel wants this place destroyed. You talked with Jaime, they're okay with it. Are you all okay with destroying this place, or are there objections?
My main concern are the hostages.
Mm-hmm.
That is, I will say, that's the second part of this question. So the first part, I think, is, do you want this place gone, or do you just want to leave it standing? Not hostages yet, but just overall objective-wise. You want this place
Why
gone,
do they
or are you
want
keeping
it?
it?
Did they say why they want it broken down? Like destroyed?
Primarily, it's just get rid of competition. You know, why they don't have the numbers to really use this place. So rather than just leaving it for somebody to take it, destroy it.
Mm.
So overall, yes, no, maybe so. This is before we get to the hostages thing. So just overall, place, blow it up.
I think Face is on the side of blow it up. I think Face will go like, listen, anything that Aloy and the cartel have, for sure we should just blow up entirely. I mean, there's no benefits to having it around. So I'm all for leveling it real quick.
Fantastic.
How are you feeling?
Yeah. I think Colibri is indifferent aside from the hostages.
Fantastic. So, general overall, yes. The second part, hostages, you can see kind of gloss it over. Primarily of the gist of the conversation, they don't really care. In a sense, they are not going to stop you, but they're not going to help you either. They're here to do a job. So really, they are here to set up these C4 charges. That's what the federales are doing. If you get the hostages out in time, fantastic. If not, that is on you, baby. Because while this is a partnership, they're still loyal to their boss at the end of the day. And the boss doesn't really care about a bunch of people that are not going to be useful for his future prospects.
Can we synchronize watches?
You can.
Sure.
I will say you have some time because they have to go about this very secret like. Probably maybe about a good 15 minutes before they blow this place sky high.
5 minutes.
So-
Plenty.
Yeah, I
15.
think
5 minutes. I didn't need 5. Okay.
so. I think outwardly faces like to the federalizers like, yo, totally with you. In and out, blow the whole place out. We'll just do what we got to do. And then turns to the crew's like, all right, we're saving hostages, right?
Yeah.
Keep in mind, bit of a time factor. You got 15 minutes, but you do have the hostages. That may take some time. You also do have David, who may be here with Alba, which you know is the representative, which is in another section, kind of the penthouse area. And you also do have the lab, which has research notes on what exactly they're doing with these stones. So you have 3 things here of people, information regarding what they're using these stones for, and the people responsible for this thing. So my
Okay.
next question here is, are we going to split up, or are we going to prioritize ourselves as a group to do, let's do this, let's do that, and let's do this?
What up?
I think faces of the mind of like we should split up. I think to cover more ground. And
Yeah.
turns to trying. This is like an olive branch for face. Turns to you like, what do you think?
Olive branch to who?
The Tio.
Good deal.
Pop, get the hostages out. I vote for blowing everything up.
Okay, so that's one for heading to hostages.
I can try and smell out where some of the research notes are.
I'll go with you.
Thanks. Mm. Ethan, what are you feeling? Hostages or David or David, or what are you
I'm
feeling?
finding David.
I knew that much.
Okay. I'll head over with Tio and start helping him with hostages, and then I'll don't do anything until I don't do anything. I'll come send you some backup, maybe. How's that sound?
And you just see them mouth the word citrus.
All right, me and Tio will take care of the hostages.
As
Does
we got,
real quick, does Colibri see that the citrus thing?
make a real quick check here, because you did see it
Ooh.
before, so you got a chance.
Oh yeah, that's
Oh.
true.
Wits and awareness for me, please.
Fuck.
We have to change our signal. Change our signal.
We're gonna
Shit,
change
shit.
Change our signal.
Lemon.
We've been hacked.
Benedict Cumberbatch.
Wits and awareness.
An awareness.
Oh no.
Okay.
Hold on the system.
It's
We're
not
gonna
the
fly
Shut
it
down
out.
the systems.
It's not the
We
best.
done
guys,
come
don't
bitch
worry.
Burn everything.
We've been found out.
That's
Them
Hold
boys
on
are
to
at
the
it again.
that's 3 successes.
Three
Ayo.
successes. I will say you don't understand what citrus means, but you do understand that they're planning something. These two are coordinating something. You don't know what citrus means, but you understand that they're doing something, whether it be good or bad or
Those
something
damn
in
they them
between.
dog boys plotting.
Ain't about to do
Them,
it
they,
again.
them, not.
They're sour.
So, if anything, Colibri, you can keep that at the back of your mind there as you're driving through. And I also will say that Easy, you won't be going alone, as Lola is going to come with you. And they say, if anything, they can act as like, oh, you got me kind of hostage situation. So you can go and David, as you're all going to
Wait,
be covered head to toe. So that's the one thing to
wait.
keep in mind. Yes.
Would it make more sense if I went with Eza and Lola went with Colibri, because Lola would know what the notes were?
The research.
Yeah.
It can go either way. The thing is, somebody may have an easier time spotting them if they're in the lab going through shit, versus, oh, I'm a hostage and I'm being taken to the head. That's less suspicious than them going in the lab and looking. So it'll be a higher chance that they may get caught if they're in the lab versus if they go with Easy to be like, I'm a hostage.
Okay.
So
I just
keep in
wanted to
mind.
bring that up just to make sure.
As we are separating, can Colibri get like a quick explanation of what they're looking for from Lola to assist?
Yeah,
In
they
the
give you a
search.
real quick, my malicious notes. They shouldn't have been disturbed. They're in the office. They give you like an exact location of it. Go to the back. You should see them in a folder. Everything should
Yeah.
be laid out there.
With that in mind, I will use one of my gifts, the fetch bounty, which is 1 willpower, to make sure to find
Fantastic.
everything they need.
So with that, as we're splitting up, I'm going to describe a little bit of what you kind of see coming in here. With that in mind, you guys are driving. It's about nighttime at this point. With the guide of the SUV lights being the only thing besides the GPS light showing you where you need to go. As you get closer, you see that it begins to divot down, and you can see that this place is like a military, almost like, how like nuclear silos in the US, it's very much like an underground military facility that was abandoned but now re-entered with the PMC. They kind of took up shop. You can see going in, the desert slowly shifts into these concrete tunnels as you sort of go around the curve, turning and see what looks like to be a massive amount of like this underground loading bay, similar to like a Home Depot or something like that, in which there's various forklifts going back and forth. You see that they're packing these things up in sort of normal mundane material to transport it all across wherever it needs to go. People are going about their day, people are working, or there are soldiers going through. Clean steel and underground. No window in sight. Which means that if it blows up and you're in here, it's going to be a rough time getting out, if you even do. So time is of the essence. With that, we split. I will first go off with my lovely cousins as you go towards the lab. With that, you are going in at this point.
I wanna point out that I did bring my lock picking kit.
Fantastic. Going through, the lab is very clean. It's very much in terms of like a medical lab, of terms of like clean floor, very stale environment. You see that there are a number of just scientists working about doing things. You can see that they are actually mages themselves, as they seem to be using that sort of magical technomancy that they have among them to mess with these stones in the way, infusing blood of whatever subjects they're using and a bit of essence, almost like if someone is almost like lockpicking in terms of trying to find the right combination of this blood mixed with this rage to produce these red bright stones, which are later then grinded into a finer like powder in a sense.
Take my
Going
phone and
around.
I like video it. No
Yeah,
flash,
problem.
no like all muted.
Nothing to roll for at the moment because you're just kind of very subtle about it, and your security, so they're not going to be like, "Excuse me," with the guy with the gun. So
Yeah,
you're
I think
able
I
to
put it on like my
yeah,
chest
shoulder kind
pocket.
of, yeah.
Yeah.
So body cam kind of thing there. As you're going about, you get to the office due to the fact that you have your ability here. I won't say you have to roll for it for just time's sake. It's kind of unnecessary, especially with where you know to go. You find the notes. You see it's in a drawer that they have in a folder, And before you, you see a number of things, just off the bat without any further investigation. The stone that was recovered from the heist did belong to Song International. It was a smaller piece of a bigger construct that the cartel has been forming slowly but surely. You notice that one of the pieces Lorena has is part of that. As you see that for trust's sake, they needed this main piece, and 3 other members were given the other part of this main core as they're trying to achieve something with it. You see on the notes that this piece, they kind of traced it to some sort of underground temple, hidden away for God knows how long, but Mayan in nature. You see, it's kind of like an excavation site of some sort that they found due to one of these bikers from the Reavers landing in this place. Eloy. They secretly funded to excavate this place, and as they were going about it, they found what looks like to be an illustration. You see a large stalagmite piece of crystal that goes through the temple into the ceiling above. You know it's a depiction of a temple, so this main sort of long crystal that's almost like stabbed into it is huge in nature, which means this source is bountiful. People speak of whispers in their ears of their wildest dreams while they were working on this, while others became consumed with a rage they have never experienced. Out of all the individuals who came into contact with it, though, Guru seemed to be the most powerful. Some relation, maybe. Either way, they're working on this, as the drugs have been made to act as siphons, to distribute to a larger population, to steal that essence, to bring it back to this main core. For what reasons, you don't know. And that is all the information you're able to get from this without further looking into it. As that is kind of going on there, you dwell on that for a hot second. We go downstairs. Gentlemen, you see that there are a number of pins, animal pins, very similar to the ones you were dealing with before. 50 was about the right number. You see there's about 5 with 10 each, as they're sort of very much in like a kennel below, each separated into 5 sections. And on the top, there seems to be about 2 soldiers just looking down, guns ready just in case any of them go crazy. So what are you guys doing in this instance?
I think Face turns to Tio and is like, listen, I can probably shoot them, just bang bang, kind of get them both. If you want to start opening pens.
I'm gonna do something that can get it done a little faster. You can focus on the guys though. And I think Tio is gonna shape into his bow form, his direwolf form.
Fantastic. Give me a rage check for me, please.
Yeah, it's just 1d10. Please lose a rage. Nope. I made it though.
You made it or did not make it?
No, I made it. I was hoping to lose a rage because I'm at 4, but
Fantastic.
the dice
With
were not
that, as you form into a rather larger wolf, very much still looking at Face at his height, but more wolf form at this moment.
I caught
Cool.
the hairball up of his feet.
Nice, Tio. I think I still see Modelo in there. All right. Well,
Direwolf
I'm gonna.
just nods.
Yeah,
All right. Well, I'm gonna go sneak over. Like, so Face is just be like, yeah, and I'm gonna try to sneak into a position where I can like take 2 shots, like bang bang, right up to both guys.
Fantastic. Dexterity and stuff for me, please. What about you, Theo? What are you doing?
I'm using that my jaw of mine, start ripping open the bins.
Fantastic. Go to town, my bad boy.
Could it be that while Tio's doing that, it's loud enough to distract them so I can get advantage?
I will say, sure, yeah.
Let's go.
Uh,
5 dice.
This is gonna be strength and brawl in this sense. Theo.
Fuck me.
Willpower. Willpower.
No, you know what?
Willpower.
I don't. I'm not good at stealth. This wasn't gonna be good no matter what. So I think it's better if I'm out of stealth and I take some shots. I think that's better because I only got 2
Okay.
successes and a 10 on the rage dice, which I don't remember what that means.
Got it. Got it. You need 2 10s in order to get a crit. So, with that, Tio, you go in, grabbing one of these guys, as you just blood ripping through. At this point, you face try
wait.
to be. Oh,
I don't think I was attacking the guys. I think I was just gonna rip open the pens.
oh, okay. So you're stealthing then in that instance, or are you being just
Oh, no,
going
wait,
in?
sorry, just to clarify,
Mm.
was Face expecting me to go in to attack them?
No, I was expecting you to rip over the pens. So if
Yeah,
this is
okay,
like,
okay.
Yeah,
My bad. My
sorry.
brain was
No, you're
like,
fine.
all right, he's gonna go attack him. That's straight up okay, brutal. So are you just gonna be? Are you stealthing in, or are you just jumping in and just ripping these things
I'm
over?
gonna start ripping. Yeah, I'm gonna start ripping that shit.
Okay,
open.
so still the same check. See, either way. So what did you get?
I can't spend willpower and reroll rage, can I?
No, I don't think rage.
Well,
No.
So that is going to be 3 successes and almost a messy critical. Very close, but not
Fantastic.
brutal.
So if anything, there are 5 here, so you're able to get one of these things open. But as you do, you see immediately one of the guys go, "One of the goddamn things gonna take fire," and with that, you kind of begin aggro on that sense there.
we're gonna just shoot back immediately.
Yeah, with that, you shooting back, not able to do anything because you didn't really stealth it up. As you see, I think we got people in the base. As that's going on there, my people in the lab, you're getting this information. You hear as you see, the time is up for you guys. In terms of like they know you're in here. You see all the scientists begin to sort of disperse, and you see that there are a number of like maybe a group of 4, just like, hey, you two, come on.
A group of 4 telling us.
Yeah, just like a squad that was patrolling, was like, hey, we need the extra hands. We got a loose roof.
I am going to turn into my Glabro form.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And
Both of you?
I don't know about like I kind of give a nod to Colibri that like I got this, but if you
Mhm.
wanna like help out, like our priority is the notes, kind of
The
like
information. Yeah. I think Colibri is not going to turn to their Glabro form, but they are going to turn into their lupus form.
Fantastic. So Lupus, no check. So you just
Mhm.
you see them both go. For you, Trick, what did you roll for? Did you succeed in your check?
yes, I did.
Fantastic. So with that, you guys begin to immediately shift. You do it in such a fast rate as you're sort of getting the handle of it now that they immediately go, God damn it! So what are you doing as you shift? You're able to do an action now. So what are you doing? I see. So one is grabbing. I heard. So one grabbing documents. I think it's for you, Trick. What are you doing?
I'm also going to grab this guy's jaw.
Fantastic.
Like,
Strike the brawl, please.
in the mouth and then bottom of the jaw.
Yeah, strike the brawl, please. For as you roll that.
Wait, really quick.
Mm-hmm.
Theo and Face are still on the
Oh,
thing. They can't see you guys talking.
that is my bad.
We're just having
That is my bad.
Yeah, we were just
I was
chilling.
like, wait a second.
No, I got two
You're
in.
good. You're good.
I got
It's
two.
intense scene. It's
This
like,
would've been-
yeah,
This
The
Oh,
perfect
yeah.
time to just
This is
show.
hour.
This shit's wild.
yeah. That's what I'm talking about, brother. Yeah,
Yeah,
Get it.
Perfect time to show Claire going like this.
fucking loser.
Okay.
Violence, you and Face.
Strength and brawl.
Yep.
Or new talk show.
You also get, because you're in, you get a
2+ bonus.
Yeah, bonus. So keep that in mind.
Are they supernatural threats?
They're just guys.
They're just guys.
They're
Okay.
just normal. Yeah.
One crit. 2 crit.
One crit. One
3.
crit. 2 crit.
So 8, 9 successes.
Fucking, you grab him as you just Omni-Man take it, rip it off, and throw it at one of the other guys as the jaw goes into his neck. Going up there, you see 2 of them are still there. Colibri, what are you doing in this instance?
Colibri, these documents and things, are they just loose documents, or are they on like notebooks or like leather bound or anything like that?
Just like in a folder, they were in a folder, so they're loose
Yeah.
documents.
Perfect. So they wouldn't get ruined by saliva then. So I
If you
think
put them in the folder,
yeah. So I feel like as Colibri turns into the lupus, this wolf, this kind of gray wolf gets up, paws, and just grabs at the folder and then starts darting around to down this lab to get as
Fantastic.
far away, and then hopefully make sure that Trick is following.
Stamina of athletics for you, please.
Stamina and athletics.
As they're trying to fight Trick, it's like, God damn it! Is it just because it just fire blindly?
Okay. That is 3 successes.
Fantastic. I will say, for the purposes of this, especially with Homeboy rolling so high, that you are able to dodge out the way. You run towards where the main set of cars is, where you guys are, so you can just drop it off and come back. As that is all going on there, we find ourselves following. Easy. Easy. You and Lola make your way to this penthouse area. The door is open, and do you enter in? Are you sneaky about it? Or you do notice that the door's open, just if like somebody's expecting you to come in. Especially with, you hear the sirens kind of blowing out everywhere.
Would I know? Would Asa presume that like David knows that Lola may have escaped? Like, Chris is trying to think what the, because
Maybe?
Asa's not much of a liar.
You don't know, because in a sense of like, he's being
Yeah.
attacked, but then again, it's like, is Lola here right now? They could have just left. I mean, any normal
Yeah.
person would be like, I'm out, I'm free, I'm out of this
Yeah.
motherfucker, rather than staying in. So it's up in the air.
I think on the way, Asa would have communicated to Lola like that Asa, just let Asa do their thing with David, and just don't interfere.
With that, they go, I'll stay close by, but I will let you do what you need to do.
And just go with it. I won't let him do anything to you.
Neither will I.
And Aza's gonna like kind of put their ear close to the door and see if they can hear anything before pushing in.
Nothing. You see somebody's lighting a cigar at the moment. That's all you hear. You hear radio chatter of like, we got them in the sector here. I need help over here.
But I
We
don't
got the
hear
fucking
like
shower
any.
off."
I hear no footsteps, nothing. Even though like I hear all of that going on.
Nope, you just hear a cigarette lighting and a radio on.
Yeah, Aza doesn't have enough composure to be like smart. Okay, cool. Aza's just going to have one hand holding one of Lola's arms and kind of just nudge like the door open with their foot.
You open it and you see beautiful kind of penthouse area here. You see the window looking about it is looking at the night sky. And you see David smoking a Cuban cigar, back turned to you as he puts his ashes on the ground. I'm genuinely surprised you decided to cross the border. I didn't think you had the balls.
Just try to go back home. Why not?
I don't think you understand what I'm trying to achieve here. As he turns around, I am trying to rebuild our home.
And Aza kind of just looks in between David, back at Lola, and the whole point of holding Lola as a hostage is just vanished from Aza's mind as he looks at Lola. He remembers again seeing her back. Trying to achieve what? Lying to me that more of us made it out? Does it make you feel good, David? To run from the thing that made you strong?
Not running from it, I'm running towards it. Look at us. We have achieved a higher form. But the thing is, we're still like those humans. We're not like those wolves anymore, but we're not as powerful as the humans. They can still kill us with silver and other things. No. We can become something more. Something even more powerful. I have seen it through the stone. We have seen it. People died from our pact because they were weak. They were the things of flesh and bone. But with the stone, we can become so much more. And that is what I'm trying to achieve. You're still my flesh and blood, and I do care for you. What happened with the heist and everything, I never approved of that. That's why I made sure you were okay. I sensed that you were not
Then
dead.
what the fuck did you do to her? To Lola? You see, betrayal, David, that's a human trait. Cousin, that's not us wolves, and it suits you now, doesn't it?
It's not betrayal, it is a sacrifice. Civilization is built on the bones of weakers. They are weak. Their sacrifice will lead to generations that will thank them for their service, for my service, for our service.
And I feel like Asa just grabs the nearest like item, whether it's like a clock, a binder, anything, and kind of just throws it off of whatever it was sitting on. You, at least the humans betray other humans. They don't betray their family. David, that was your fucking mistake.
You see, he slowly gets up. That's the problem with you. It's always been your fucking problem. You'll never fail to really think outside the box. Always stuck in your little world. Always stuck looking out to the stars, hoping for something more. You always look for other things in order to improve yourself. But here's the fact. You're just a stupid ass person. Even as a human, you barely understand the concept of making something. All you know how to do is piss, shit, and make everybody's days worse. And I'm not gonna lie, the minute you decided to leave and disconnect, it's been some of the happiest fucking days of my life. Because if I have to sit again and hear you brood about how bad your life is, how weird everything is, get over it. It's been God knows how long. Get a fucking grip. Grow up.
Asa just starts like laughing, and you can see these like fangs kind of growing on their face. It's you always had a problem with me just enjoying things. But you forget that night. You were on watch. You were the smart one, weren't you? And you still didn't hear shit, did you? You stayed miserable that whole time, bitching about how I was having fun. And you still didn't hear that shit. You were focused. And you know what's pathetic? I hated the humans. I hated every fucking little piece of this. And yet you enjoyed it. And I didn't understand why, because humans did this to us and they took our family. And they kind of like push Lola back behind them towards the door as they take a step towards David. And you see their arms start to grow a little bit as they're going to slowly try to go into Kronos form.
Fantastic. As you're doing that, please make 2 race check for me.
Okay.
As you're rolling that, as you're doing fine, let's see who's the better wolf. You see that when he shifts, he is not going to Kronos, but rather the dire wolf form of his boss. But you see Crystal begin to protrude from his back as lightning begins to go among the place. Let's see who's faster. As he goes into his form.
You no longer deserve to die like a dog, David. Because that would be too noble for such a traitor. Because at least the wolves died with honor. And as they're transforming, that was 2 successes.
Fantastic, so you don't lose
5
rage.
and 9.
You transform. As you do, you see Lola immediately get sidetracked as you see Alba from a corner using magic puts fire in the way, separating the 2 of them from you as they have their own fight. And with that, David begins to. You see, when he moves, it is not normal, as he is almost teleporting in a sense. Going in your direction. I need you to make a lovely strength and athletics check as he's about to gun for you.
Kill that man.
Kill
Fuck
that
him up.
man! Strength
that
and
man.
athletics. Okay.
Yes.
He's bitch made.
Bitch mine. Ooh,
Okay.
Louis,
1,
Louis,
2.
mama.
5 successes.
So 1, 2, 4, and that's, believe it or not, he's got 3 10s, but 2 only count as a crit. So with that, that's a 5 successes. With that, you try to angle it. You see he's able to move so fast that he tackles on the ground, bites into you as you take 2 points of superficial damage. As you see, even your blood smells inferior. What are you doing in this instance?
He's on top of me right now?
Yes, you are very much, he's on top of you at the moment, trying to really claw out your other eye.
Aza's gonna try to like bring him in closer. Almost like this weird like kiss of Judas, and try to bring his forehead closer to his mouth while he's wrapping his right hand around and is trying to dig his claws into his face from the other side to try to kind of rip him off.
Make a brawl and strength check. He's gonna roll again for his
Rip
purpose.
his dick off.
Brawl and strength. Oh my
Grab
god.
it and twist it.
Twist and shout! Twist and shout!
Twist and pull.
Bop it! Pull it!
That is
Shake
that
it.
is 6 successes.
It's only got 3. So with that, you're able to pull him in.
What is +3 to damage clause mean? 4 damage clause.
It just means like I think it's a 3 difference. It's 7 total. So he's just taking like he's taking a lot for this purposes here. As you begin to go in. Fine. You want to be blind to ignorance? I will make you blind. As we cut from there, going back to our others in this instant here, a couple things happen just for story purposes here. If Trick would be so kind, make me one more what you call athletics. I'm sorry, strength and brawl.
Well, I was going to say after I do that to the 2, I try to intimidate them by saying like,
okay.
I've never really pulled someone's spine out of their ass before. Do one of you want to volunteer?
charisma and intimidation, and also, even though nobody's helping you, I'm giving you a +1 because that's the fear of God and some shit. I've never pulled someone's spine out of their head. You get an advantage for this because that's hard. That goes
It's like
hard.
that Hancock scene's like your head is going up his ass, and you just because your head's going up my
Deboning a
ass.
it's like deboning a fish.
Welcome to Cooking with Trent.
Messy critical.
You're sick. There's absolute sickness in you, dog.
I only
You
get
see they go-
4. I only get 4,
Okay.
but like messy
That
critical.
dog in you.
You see they kind of go, "It's just a job, man. I didn't even like that fucking guy." As you see, they immediately go off.
I take like
No.
a step forward, like doing the step. I just step at them to see if they run.
Yeah, they just nope, and they just drop their guns and run off.
And then
Just go
I
off.
run after Colibri.
Fantastic. So with that, you guys are kind of done in this moment. You do notice time-wise, about maybe 3 minutes remaining left. So with that, for my two that are here, you kind of meet up for speed purposes here. Are you gonna go help with the remaining survivors, or you just get in the car and get ready to get the fuck out of here? For Trick and
I
Colibri.
think Colibri, when they see Trick coming up, since Trick still probably has use of their, opposable thumbs. Colibri, you're gonna see the gray wolf sort of like whine and like almost like point at the vehicle, like the driver's side, before they dart out, smelling and searching for where Theo and Face would be, to try and help with the.
I'm gonna drop my form and then I'm gonna get into the driver's seat.
Fantastic. You go do that. Going about, we cut back to my two gentlemen as you're in cover fire at this moment. As you guys are like either popping shots or just dodging out the way, you notice from atop, Gabriel and his men immediately kind of provide you cover, Theo. So you do get a +1 in this instance as they go, "Hey, old man, I think you're the wolf because you look like a piece of shit, so I'm going to guess it's you. So if you want to hurry up and rescue whoever you're going to rescue, because we're about to blow the top of this place in about 2 minutes."
I will say, the wolf form. I didn't talk about this, but like I'm probably assuming everyone's wolf form has like a pretty good dark coat. Like, but Tio's definitely got the grays to white like fur.
She's got the Vogue, just.
But all the pens are open.
At this moment, they're opening the pens up, so you just have to deal with these 2 security guards at the moment.
I look at Face.
Yeah, I got it. And so I'm gonna try to take 2, just shoot them both.
Dexterity and shooting. Firearms, if you please.
Listen, I upgraded all these things specifically for this reason.
Hey, this is your moment, son. Don't fuck it up.
Nano
Shut up.
machines.
Don't say that.
Shut up. It's a me.
Okay. 8 dice we're rolling with. Or they give me a +1. Them
No
shooting,
+1 for you. You just got 8 dice.
Oh,
+1 for Theo down there,
wow.
but not for you.
Wow. Hateful.
He cares about the old man, not you.
Rough.
Again, hateful. So that's going to be 4 successes.
4 successes. With that, you're able to take one of these guys down. You just unload on one of these guys. In this instance, as you're shooting off, one of these guys will take 1 hit at you, Theo, before you get your shot.
Okay.
I'm gonna say this is gonna be dexterity, athletics for me, please, to see if you dodge out the way here.
Chris.
1, 2, yeah.
I don't have enough rage dice to cover my entire dice pool, so this is gonna be fun.
Fantastic.
That's still 2 successes. Got him.
Let's go.
Got his ass. So how much you got?
2 successes.
They got a 3. So
Fuck.
it is 1. It is silver in this instance. So for you, I know it's a little bit of a special thing there. No, it's not.
Oh, direwolf.
He's got a wolf. His minus thing. It's not about the direwolf. It's about his specific.
Oh,
whatever.
yeah.
So he's got a.
Yeah, I don't
to
know
that.
if because we were talking about that, and I was like, I thought that was. I forgot that there was actually a thing that was actually like a thing that everyone has.
So I'll say for purposes here, just for time stuff, it's gonna hurt a lot. So in
Yeah,
this
I just
instance,
imagine
you
very
do,
effective.
you see, shoots in the leg, it does that. So you did have a +1, but it kind of goes -1 now. So you're just straight at this point, or whatever you do. So with that, you have this one guy. He shot you in the leg. You see, he's got silver. What are you doing?
One left. Oh,
Yep.
I'm going for the rush dodge and then right for the throat.
Go for the juggler, my guy. Make a
Like-
ball. Make a
Like,
ball
dude, like
straight.
Kiba's fang over here. You can't do it with
Go for
two
it. Go
people
for it.
or one
You
person.
see a chew toy.
I just got that dog in me, you know. Let's do this. Another one. That would have been great. Oh, and then I get an extra 2 dice for that
Fantastic.
being the thing. Okay, that's not gonna do shit. That is going to be 4 successes.
Fantastic. 4 successes with that. You jump on him. He tries shooting. You just hear scream "Ah! Ah! Ah!" as you're just unripping him. You're reverse. You're very much Dr. Manhattan him right now. You just rip him, tear him apart. With that, all the wolves are out, escaping through at this moment. You, Kolibri, kind of come at the end of this. You can see they kind of rescuing
Mhm.
everyone. You see, all right, time to get the fuck out of here from the top up here. And he goes, all right, gentlemen, place him. Let's get out.
Wait, where's Isa?
As that is said, we cut to that fight in this area. Minute down. You currently have David in an embrace. Since you did succeed, I will give you the first move here in terms of what you want to do. As you see, he's trying to claw in your last remaining eye. Just, you want to be blind to ignorance? I will blind you to it then.
Fucking ironic, David. A human face saw the value in what we are, and yet you, born of the same fucking blood and moon, chose blindness, so maybe that's what you fucking deserve. And with his other hand, is gonna try to go and claw his own eye out.
Fantastic. Brawl and strength for me, please. He's going to make his athletics.
Oh, okay. 1, 2. That's 1, 2. That's 9 successes.
Ooh, you got a 5, but that is not enough.
That is the best roll I've ever made of this game. I'm taking a picture of it.
Fantastic. With that, almost like if you were unwrapping some sort of plastic, you go as you see, you completely rip into it. He's still able to move, not being able to see in the flame as you kind of let him go for a moment. He goes, when I heal, I will find that bastard human that you call Sandra. I will rip her to
He can't see me
shreds."
right now, can he?
No, he's just shouting into it.
I'm
"I will
gonna take
kill
the
you."
gun. I'm gonna take the gun with the silver. Take it out.
I will murder you. I will take everything you love. Who the fuck do you think you are?
Say hello to your mother unless you can't. I know she probably misses you. And Aza's just gonna shoot him in the chest.
As you see, he begins to bleed out here. You see there was a fight with Alba that ends. Alba kind of just runs off into the section, almost like teleporting away. You see Lola go, "We gotta go. 30 seconds."
I'm coming.
You do notice there is Davi's stone that you can take if you wish.
He's gonna take the stone and then break his neck on the ground before leaving.
Just for good measure to make sure he is dead. And with that, take the stone. With that, you begin to run. I need a dexterity and stamina check. I will roll the same for your lovely Lola. Lovely.
Run.
Dexterity and what?
Run.
Lola, dexterity and I'm sorry, stamina and
Stamina.
athletics.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Run.
Wow,
Sprint.
That's a 3.
Jesus.
Can I howl to give a bonus?
Oh,
Like a waypoint? Like
Um,
quick as escape?
That's a 6.
It's a 6. You have no problem. You are running, you are rushing. You do notice Lola is lagging behind a bit as their fight with a mage is something they have never encountered. You see
I
parts
will
of their
pick her
skin.
up and roll with disadvantage or something if I need to, but I
If you
wouldn't
do,
let her fall behind.
the place is going to start to crumble, so do keep that in mind. You going to take them still?
Yep, I'll still pick up Lola.
Fantastic. With that, you see everybody in the front. You are waiting at this point. You see clock is going down. You see Gabriel go, sorry. I gotta worry about my guys first. Let's roll out. You can have the car. Godspeed. We'll be outside if you manage to make it out. With that, they begin to pull out. Unless somebody wants to stop him because he's about to you have a car, so it's not like he's
Yeah.
out, but he's pulling out with everybody else.
Can Colibri, still in their lupus form, maybe start running, searching for, maybe smelling, to try and find Aza's scent?
Not that hard to roll because they're clearly close. You do see that they're lagging a bit because they're kind of carrying somebody with them.
Question.
Yes.
During the meeting that we had during the plan, do we know that this detonation, is it timed or is it a switch?
It is timed.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You're not it's not a nuclear explosion. It's not like when it explodes, you're all fucking dead.
No, because
So
I was
very
gonna
much of
do
like-
something. I was gonna hit the car, but never mind.
No, it's very much in the sense of it will begin to make this place crumble, which means that it's a high likelihood you may be crushed on the way out.
So I think what Faye's gonna do, because Trick's driving the car, right? Trick is in the driver's seat.
Mm-hmm.
I think Face is gonna stand there for a bit, but also remember Citrus, and it's gonna be like, grab Coulibaly's shoulder, and be like, "We're good. Come on, just go. Just get in the car."
Going to so it's going to whine and then get into the car, trusting Face.
Yeah. Theo, in the car. Everyone, just get in.
Rough. Rough.
I think Tio's gonna run alongside the car.
Oh, okay.
Fantastic.
He's got that
I'm
movement.
gonna try and catch up to Gabriel's car,
Okay.
and if we align, if there is a pole, I'm gonna hit the side of their car to hit that pole.
Very important. I'm gonna say there's intention behind this that they can see. Dio, you see, homeboy here is getting ready to let Gabriel take a dive here. This boy hits the pole, he's dead. Because if he's stuck in here, he'll be blown up. So you can stop homeboy up here if you want.
I gotta
'Cause
flip
once
our
you're in
car,
motion- Say again?
I guess I gotta flip our car. Fucking touchstones. Let's go.
Fantastic.
my
I'll get to that in a
God.
hot second. Well, you're preparing for that, so you're not driving up yet. So that's just, we're getting ready for that. It's okay, Gabriel, calm down. It's all right. It's all right. We haven't got there yet. We got to make it out here first. With that.
We're not even out the fucking building.
With that.
I don't have to do this, mind you.
You should, but no, you should.
This is
Why
so
can't we all
spicy
just
to
work
do
with the
it.
cartel, huh? Why
Keep
can't
it
we all
feral.
just grow up?
Why can't we just wait with the bad guy?
When did Face become the why can't we just get along guy?
Why can't we be friends?
Friends.
With that,
think it's
I
time-
need
that's
one
more
last one last check here to see if you make it to the car. Stamina and athletics to see if you can carry. Just gonna be straight, so no advantage. So see if you can make it to the car with your pack mate here on the side easy.
Oh, I had advantage before?
No advantage. I'm just saying
Oh.
there is no advantage, just in case, because like I have another person. Yeah, you
I
can
got
in
6
this
again.
case. 6 again. So with that,
Damn.
it is very
These are my
close.
best skills all game.
Engine running. 10 seconds left. You guys see they kind of get into the car. You immediately have to curve. As you're driving by, you are going at a slightly faster pace. That you do get side to side with the car. You see the explosion from behind. It's crumbling down.
Before I do it, I ask Face. Do you think we can trust Gabriel?
I want to walk everyone through Face's thought process right now. Face, new goal, wants to be head of the Reavers. Work with the cartel would be great, but replacing the cartel, even better. Would Gabriel give the cartel a good word for us? I don't trust that bitch. I think Face kind of just looks at you and kind of just like shrugs. Cleric doesn't want to do this. I want to make it very clear. Cleric thinks this is a horrible idea.
I
Face
think
is
it's
not smart.
bad. Yeah.
Face is not smart, and they kind of just like ram him.
Also, really quick, out of character, I unless it automatically happens because I haven't played this before, I'm still in Chronos form. I don't think I'd be in. I wouldn't be in the
forgot
car. I
about
would
that.
technically be outside running with Theo.
I will say real quick for you, my lovely Kronos, can you please make a willpower check?
Oh
So
no.
what oh no.
Oh
What does
my
that mean? Do I just
God.
roll?
It's like a rage check, but you just see if you succeed.
You roll all 3 of your willpower and see if you get a success.
It's a success? Okay. Or
actually, it does say spend 1 willpower per turn or frenzy. So technically, you may not have to roll. You may just need. Do you have a willpower to spend? Is the question.
Yes, I do.
Okay, so you can spend that here to make sure you don't go loose cannon on everybody here.
Okay.
Wait, has Tio made that roll yet?
Tio's
No,
not in.
Tio's
not
no,
in
no,
Kronos.
He's in
Oh.
just his bow, so he's fine. Fantastic.
Direwolf.
So with that in mind, 2 of you are running on the side. We're running up. I will say, are you going to proceed with the ramming of the car?
This is so bad.
My new best friend Face said ram
Don't
it.
fucking put this on me. Don't put all this shit on me. Don't fucking
Fantastic.
do all this.
Tio, you see they're going to ram it. What do you want to do in this instance? I'm going to roll real quick, even and odd kind of thing here to see who gets it, but
it's like the slow motion, the like fade back from the eye. Tio needs to stop this, so I think Tio is going to use his full body weight to just shove the van with Trick in the gang away so that he can't collide, possibly risking himself getting sandwiched.
Tio, I'm going to give you the initiative here, even or odd.
This just sucks. This sucks.
I'm
this
all
sucks,
about
this
the
sucks.
odds.
Even. I'm going to roll real quick here.
Damn it.
This sucks. This sucks. This sucks. This sucks.
Oh.
As the
no.
car's going up, Trick, you take the wheel. You see your perfect opportunity as you begin to go in. But before you're able to do it, roll the 1. You see Tio comes in, uses their full body, and as you're getting out of this place, the car hits the front, goes flying, and skids across.
Our car?
Your car, yes.
Okay.
You just got body checked. Everybody in it goes unconscious. In this
I'm about
instance,
to beat the shit out of Tio.
you do see this go happen here. As you come out, you see Gabriel kind of goes, "What the hell's going on?" You see this easy as you see Theo just body check the car.
Oh no. And I'm
Right.
still in Chronos.
I will say you did spend it, so you're still in control of your actions here. But if you continue
But
on,
I have a 1 composure.
I also took an aggravated damage from Solar, so I'm not having a good time right now. I'm hurt.
Oh no. And did I see everybody else in the car? Like, do I know that it's
they're alive. They just
that's
got
my
body
Yeah.
checked. So
no,
that-
no. I know, but
They-
like, did I know that those, like, that they're in the
Four.
car? That it
Because
was.
Lola's in there with us too.
Oh God. Above table, Nick, Aza would come after you.
Yo, do what you gotta do.
Okay, cool. Oh no. Aza's going to is gonna try to knock Tio out. Like wants Teeth knocked out. Like wants to hurt Tio. It's not like because Aza still has control and they like Aza can kind of see. I think you said like that I can kind of see people are staggering out of the car, that they're not dead, or they fell. I don't know. That's an above the table question.
unconscious for the most part. Everybody's unconscious.
Unconscious. Okay, so I don't know. I don't know. They could be
You
dead.
don't know. You just saw they got
I
body checked.
don't know. Oh my god, I'm gonna try to attack Theo.
Yeah,
I
very
at minimum
important.
want to knock him. I'm trying to knock him out,
Yeah, very important
like
question,
break teeth or
Chris.
something.
Yes.
Because my touchstone was in danger. Well, something related to touchstone danger. Do I gain a rage?
I will say so. Yes.
Oh, fuck. Now I'm full. All right.
This is we made such a bad decision.
I do
We
think
made such a bad call.
So tasty though.
This is so good.
Do I get blindsided or am I allowed to defend myself, Chris?
Defending. So we'll make this one last roll for the game.
Okay.
Both strength and brawl. So whoever gets the highest.
So
So,
instead of strength and brawl, can I use my gift, stare down, to assert my?
Coming from
my-
behind you.
Okay, I didn't know if I could do if I could just look and just activate the gift.
so I would just make it fair.
I don't know.
Just strength and brawl. Whoever gets the
Okay.
highest.
And I'm in. Oh, this is not fair. This is not fair. If you could hear how many
Hey,
dice
it's
I'm
the
about to roll.
cards, baby.
I know. It's just not fair.
It's not
Oh
fair.
my
It's not
God.
fair.
This is
Because I
such
get +4 dice bonus to physical tests. Oh my god. Okay.
Oh my dog.
Oh no. Oh shit.
The
Okay.
rage was with me today.
1, 2, 3.
You know, content is content, everybody.
Do you want me to put up how many I got?
Well, just
Did
Brutal
we both
outcome.
get 10?
I got a brutal outcome that gave me my +4 to my 6 successes.
We both got 10.
I will say in this instance, you both see each other, and as you go, you manage to hit Theo right in the jaw, but also Theo manages to use his body to just momentum boom, knock you unconscious as both of you knock each other out.
Anime
As
style.
you all lay on the ground,
You good, Chris?
you see
Yeah.
Gabriel come out the car. I'm genuinely fucking surprised. You see they go over to the crash car as you guys unconscious, really not able to do anything, kind of coming in and out. They go and pull Trick's body out of the car. You see he pulls out a gun, puts it towards Trick's unconscious head. The camera focuses on the trigger as it slowly begins to squeeze. But before he gets a shut off, a spear comes for a random direction, throws it off. He looks up You gotta be fucking kidding me. A figure, cloaked, not showing any of their face. Gabriel is scared enough. As you see, they just established their dominance. If any of you can hear me, deal's fucking off. You ain't ever escaping Mexico, you traitorous fucks. As you see, he gets in the car, begins to peel off. As everything is going about, they're driving away. You see the cloaked figure goes over to Trick's body, leaning down. My son,
Fuck you.
what have you become? And that is where we shall end today's episode.
What? Papa
Yeah.
crazy?
Dog, I didn't
Sweating! I'm sweating!
I didn't betray
Fuck,
shit.
dog.
I didn't betray shit. Why didn't they take me with them? This is fucking
Fuck.
bullshit.
Oh, that's what you
Hey,
fucking
man.
get, boy!
As
I'm sitting in my sweat right now.
Oh my
A
god.
kiddie pool.
You're so ugly, dog. Why would you do that?
You're so ugly, dog.
Oh my god.
With that, we hope you
Oh.
enjoyed this very special and very tense episode of Embers of Rage. With that, we're going to do these plugs in reverse order here, starting off with the man that did the plan here. With that, Nick, take it away. Throw them sweet, sweet plugs at the audience.
Dog, don't even look at me. I don't even want to talk to you right now.
You
But I'll look. But
a
I'll look at the
victim right now?
viewers. Yeah, I'll look at the viewers though. Viewers, hi, I'm Nick, and I played Jose Tio Ortega. You should check me out. I'm the creative director over at Gehenna Gaming. I am currently running a TTRPG which is going to backer kit pretty soon. It's Eldritch Automata. It's about mechs. It's about horror. I really love it. It's been my brainchild since 2017. You can watch an actual play of it. The first episode of Neon Exodus Evangelion. It's on YouTube. It's great. It's amazing. It's probably the best thing I ever put out. Go watch it and then subscribe and follow all these beautiful people.
Lovely, lovely. Next up, Chris.
Hello. I was just looking at Angie at the bottom of their screen. Hello, I'm Chris, aka Asa for the show, aka swimming in a kiddie pool in my own sweat right now. Guys, this isn't funny. It's not cute. It's gross. You can find me at D&D Imposter on all social media. I make really stupid memes on there. I also am one of the founders for Tabletop Tempest, the first actual play channel founded by children of immigrants and immigrants themselves. And we are going to have our first show that will be launching based on Brazilian folklore, launching June of this year. So we're gearing up to let that out. So give us a follow, Tabletop Tempest, on all social media and be on the lookout for that.
Hello, it's me, the problem. My name's Fabs. My name's Fabs. You can find me at Rockets and Pens for comic stuff. Just finished a Kickstarter over about a comic for talking about cultural horror called Balikbayan. We're not sure if we're going to back it yet, but check out my socials if you wanna if you weren't able to pledge and you want to get a copy. I'll have some information for that soon. And here you can find me here, Bad House RPG producer. I do storytelling and other stuff. Watch out for announcements. That's it.
Chris, you're a menace. Truly a menace. I have been Cleric, your local fuck up. You can catch me on Twitter and TikTok at Cleric_34. For however long TikTok is still alive, check it out. But if you want to hear more of what I'm doing, you can check out MFA, Monster Fuckers Anonymous, a show we talk about.
Oh,
No, it was the music bot. It was the music. Show we talk about monsters, talk about lore, talk about. Oh no! Oh, what have you done? What have you done to me?
the camera's messed
What
up.
have you done?
Chris, get it back. Put it back. There
I'm
you
gone.
go.
Anyways, I don't even know. Check out MFA on Spotify. Monster Fuckers Anonymous. Check it out. Fuck you, Chris. Love you. Fuck you.
Angie, you're next.
Bro, this was Tio's fault.
I don't know. This is so intense.
Don't try to kill her in
I'm
NPC.
Angie. They, them pronouns. I've been playing Colibri Colimar, your emotional support werewolf. He, they pronouns. You can catch me, I don't know, on the internet, I guess. Sunday nights over on Tales Archived for Known Realms to Lush, our 5e campaign, and I'm just gonna be thinking about this for the next 7 days until next week. What the fuck? What the fuck, Chris?
And then
That's
there
me.
was- yeah, as you can see, I've broken a lot of things, including this stream. With that, hi everyone, I was your humble and everybody saw it coming storyteller. I've been storyteller for these preceding evenings. If you want to catch more of my shenaniganry, you could follow me at VO_Cologne. That is COLON on Twitter while it is still alive. In terms of what I got going on, this Thursday, 8 p.m. over on my channel, Tino Tales, we have another thrilling episode of Forsaken, our God Killer game. So if you want to see some more drama and action, tune in this Thursday over there. And of course, I will be here making my players' lives great, in no way complicated. But
Real
With
funny.
that,
Real funny.
with
Yeah.
that in mind, we can't wait to see you next week to see how all this mess gets cleared up in next Tuesday with another episode of Embers of Rage. But until then, everyone, we hope you have a lovely day and night wherever you are. And we shall see you next week. Bye-bye.
Don't say bye to me.
Uh,
Don't say bye to me.
Bye.
Don't say bye to me.
Okay.